What's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of 101 Sports and Cards. Sports Card episode. As always, I'm Nathan Hall, and with me, Jared Dresch.
How's it going? It's going to be a short episode today. Not a lot going on. Pickups? You got any pickups?
Pick up a Bryce Harper Topps Chrome rookie. I got it in today. All I need is the first Bowman. He's USA first Bowman.
Yeah.
That's all I needed. Well, of course, the variation, like his Topps Chrome variation, which I'll never be able to buy because it's unbelievably expensive.
Yeah. And Saturday.
Last Saturday?
This Saturday.
Oh, this Saturday I'm going to be picking up Allen and Ginter, which we'll talk about here in a second.
Yeah.
So I love me some Allen and Ginter. Actually, I don't. I hate Allen and Ginter, but the checklist is too good, and the price is too good to pass up.
Yeah.
Because you could pull a life-changing card. You pull a freaking Wemby auto, and you've made like 5 times what you paid for it. Maybe more.
I don't know. Might be less than the Bowman one. You could have flew out and got the green Bowman.
No.
So I have no pickups.
For once in his life.
So we're going to release his Mosaic Football came out. 2022-23 Containers Optic Basketball. Allen and Ginter comes out. Pokemon 151 comes out. I'm pretty excited about it.
Me too.
Yeah. He's actually going to buy a box.
Yes, I am.
For Snorlax. And if you pull
That's the only reason.
If you pull like the chase card that I want,
I'll sell it to you.
go whip your balls off.
I'll sell it to you.
You got Giovanni in it, and it's
I'll
awesome.
sell it to you. God knows you probably won't pull it.
My luck this year, I won't even pull a V. Well, they're not Vs anymore. GXs, what are they called? EXs, yeah.
So you don't even know what you're talking about.
I haven't opened Pokemon forever because Obsidian Flames sucks.
So I wouldn't know.
Yeah, so that's that. Donruss Mega Boxes actually have autos in them. A guaranteed auto. I think that's the first Panini product we've seen a guaranteed auto in a Mega Box in a long time.
Good luck finding them. But, yeah, you get guaranteed auto. You also get, of course, the 4 pink optic previews. The blasters are the same as they've always been. Regular blaster, you get the 88 cards or whatever. And then the holiday blaster, it's actually going to come out around the holidays this year, hopefully. Did not last year when it came out in, like, February.
Yeah.
So we'll give you the sweater patch and the 1 optic red-green preview.
Yeah.
So clearly the Mega Box are the way to go.
If you can find them.
Which I've never found a Donruss Mega Box ever.
Yeah, I don't have either. In any
I don't even think they exist.
And then WWE terminates Panini's contract. That's big news because they still have 2 years left on the contract.
Yeah.
And now you will no longer see Panini WWE cards. You will, but no longer new ones. So WWE Select, go buy it. It's actually loaded. Very fun.
I'm not buying it.
You can't find it.
It doesn't matter if I could find all of it. I still wouldn't buy it because I don't like I used to love WWE, and then
Well, you can pull
that was when I was a kid and didn't know it was just fake as crap.
You can pull Boogeyman.
No, you can't. I don't even think he's in the thing.
Undertaker.
Didn't even have autos.
Oh, you can get Cole Jade. So, yeah. Go on to buy, sell, home. Oh, wait, no, hold on. I got 2 other things. Hold on. So,
I got one thing before that. I was watching a guy on TikTok. If you use a plain white envelope on eBay, if you search plain white envelope and refund, if your plain white envelope is lost in the mail, I wish I would have known this, but eBay's too stupid to give out the information because they don't care if you lose money. If it gets lost in the mail, they are covered by insurance. So you can go on, I believe it's eBay's thing through the USPS, and actually get reimbursed for cards lost in the mail. It's amazing that yesterday was the first day I heard about it, and nobody else has talked about it at all, because you didn't know. It's kind of sad that this has been over a year that we've been able to use these.
Yeah. A lot of money's been lost.
Yeah, because the USPS is the most worthless thing in America. I just like to throw that out there because I hate the United States Postal Service because everybody who works for them is stupid and don't know what they're doing. And if you work for the Postal Service and I just offended you, I'm sorry. You may be good, but I guarantee you know people who are terrible. And everybody that I deal with is terrible.
You done?
Yes.
So we get the 5 biggest increases in sales volume, percentage-wise, from market movers. Because, first week of football usually is a pretty big week. So number 5, you had Tua Tagovailoa, up 190.
Tua's still cheap.
Yeah, he is up 190%.
And he is right now the favorite to win MVP, which he should be.
Yes. Number 4 is Breece Hall at 268%.
Shouldn't be after last week when they only gave him the ball 4 times.
Yeah. Number 3 is Calvin Ridley at 312%.
He also played terrible.
And number 2 is Zach Wilson at 523%.
Oh, I feel so bad for you.
And the number 1 is Brandon Ayuk at 884%, which he's actually been really good. So
he's not wide receiver 1. It's no longer Debo.
Yeah. And then the 2026 National will take place in Chicago because of the voting. Won by 59 votes. So the future locations is 2024 is going to be in Cleveland, 2025 is in Chicago, and 2026 is in Chicago again. I think it should stay in Chicago forever. Just saying. So I'll definitely be going one of those 2 years. Buy, sell, hold. Want to go with a guy that is just horrendous right now, Justin Fields.
Sell. You've missed your opportunity to sell Justin Fields. He's still expensive though, which is just sad. He's not good. I've been trying to tell you guys this since he got drafted. He's not that good. He can't throw the ball. He doesn't know how to read defenses. He doesn't know how to read his receivers when they're wide open.
And he decides to run forward into a sack.
He doesn't know. He doesn't even know how to run the ball. He doesn't know how to do anything. That the pick 6 that he threw at the end of the game was one of the worst pick 6 I've ever seen in my life. He threw it right at the defender when they're on like their own 2-yard line. It's embarrassing. DJ Moore is one of the best wide receivers in the league. What has he done the first 2 weeks? Nothing. Because DJ Moore doesn't even exist in the offense. He's bad. Just face it, he's bad. He has the most turnovers in the last year. If the Bears lose their next 4 or 5 games, they will go a full calendar year without winning a game. And guess what? It's going to happen. Because they have a really hard schedule. But it doesn't even matter if they have a hard schedule because Justin Fields makes their schedule hard. Because he's so terribly bad. Also, if you're in fantasy this week, they play the Chiefs. Chiefs defense is available. I picked them up today. Guaranteed 5 turnovers. Guaranteed. So sell Justin Fields while he's still somewhat hot. I've gotten rid of all my Justin Fields stuff because I didn't believe in him. Ohio State quarterbacks usually don't pan out anyway. They're just like Alabama quarterbacks. Besides Tua and Jalen Hurts, who are actually... And I'll even go Mac Jones. Mac Jones has been solid.
Bryce Young's been bad.
Bryce Young got hurt. But yeah, if you're going to invest in any Ohio State quarterback, probably be C.J. Stroud. Who's looked really good. Yeah. He just has a very crappy team. But sell Justin Fields. The Bears are not going to do anything. Their team's terrible. Their coaching's terrible. Their GM's terrible. Their owner's terrible. The city's terrible. The whole franchise is terrible. Hasn't been good since 1985. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm selling Justin. He's not good. He looks scared to throw the ball, and if you're scared to throw the ball, you're not gonna be good. And he looks like he's just so he doesn't know what he wants to do. He's so indecisive.
He also doesn't know how to take blame himself.
Yeah. Which
is not very good when you're supposed to be the leader of the team, especially when you have a little C on your chest.
Yeah.
It means captain. It's not very good I'd be better if we had better coaching. Dude, I watched some of your game last week. It wasn't coaching. It's you.
Yeah. So
I'm starting to think that he cheated on that quarterback test.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking.
That he got the highest in. He definitely cheated on it.
This dude seems like a 2-year-old trying to play quarterback. He cannot make a decision. Literally, there was 2 wide open receivers, and he decides to run through the middle and gets tackled. I don't know. So I'm selling. I'm also not a big football guy, but the Bears suck. They've never been good. I don't think they've been good since they freaking had Nick Foles. Was it Nick Foles? Did they have Nick Foles?
Nick Foles was trash.
Who did they have that was actually decent?
They have not been good since 1985. It's the last time they've done anything.
They made the playoffs 1 year, like 6 years, 7 years ago. Who was it with?
Trubisky.
Yeah. That was the last time that was good.
That was because of their defense.
Yeah.
And then they traded everybody away for nothing.
Yeah.
Then they got rid of Trubisky. Might be bringing back in Trubisky.
Yeah.
Might be bringing in anybody. If I was the coach, if he does not perform in the next 2 weeks, I'm benching him.
Yeah.
And it's gonna go down as one of the worst trades of trading out of the first overall pick of all time. Because I still believe in Bryce Young. The Panthers just
look terrible.
They're for a team who wasn't even close to having the first pick last year and were actually like, it's just their quarterback play. My God, they're bad. Yeah.
We'll go with a guy that had one of the most gruesome injuries that I've seen in a while, Nick Chubb.
Unfortunately, sell Nick Chubb or hold on to Nick Chubb. I don't know if he's ever going to play again.
That's the second time, isn't it?
Yes. He also did this when he was at Georgia, except this time it was actually somebody hitting him in the knee. When he was at Georgia, his cleat just dug in on the sideline, and it looked the exact same, but nobody actually hit it. He more than likely tore everything in his knee.
It's probably ACL, MCL,
PCL, everything.
TCL, everything that, I'm just kidding. TCL's not a thing.
So even if he comes back, he's not going to be like he was. And, unfortunately for Nick, I'm a big Nick Chubb fan. I've been a Nick Chubb fan for a while. I mean, he's the only reason the Browns have been relevant.
For the past, 3 years?
He's really the only reason they're still relevant, because God knows Deshaun Watson isn't proving anything. So, I don't even know what to do. Definitely don't be buying, unless you like Nick Chubb. It's PC.
Unless you think he's going to come back.
I don't. A lot of professional media people also don't.
That's pretty gruesome. That's pretty bad.
Yeah. I will say, I respect the fans of the Steelers, though.
Yeah.
Whenever he went out, they cheered. They all gasped, and then they cheered for him.
Oh, yeah. I was watching the game. I was getting a walk at the door.
I was expecting it, because usually Steelers fans aren't that nice.
They're dicks.
Now, if it would have been Philadelphia, they probably would have booed him.
They probably would have,
They probably would have went after his other knee. Hey, at least it wasn't the guy at the Patriots game. Did you see that?
Yeah, he died?
Yeah.
Because he got punched in the head?
Yeah.
That's a freaking manslaughter.
It was kind of ironic, though. Not because, it's not funny. I mean, a man died. And you shouldn't be getting into fights at games. If you get into a fight at a game, if you think that sports are that important to you, where you have to fight other people because they don't believe what you believe in about sports, it's just a game. You don't have to kill people over it. But it's ironic because right after the game, Tyreek Hill said that the Patriots fans are some of the worst fans he ever played with. And the guy who punched him in the face and basically killed him was wearing a Tyreek Hill jersey. That's ironic. But don't be getting into fights at games. That doesn't help anything.
I get, some fans take it to extreme when, something happens. I mean, look at me. I booed Yachty at Busch Stadium. I mean, you should have seen some of the looks I got. It was pretty evil looks I got. And you ask him.
Yeah.
They're pretty evil. We had people turn around and be like, what's wrong with you? I don't like Yachty. Got a problem with it? It's my opinion. It was 4 or 5 years ago when they were playing the Reds and Brandon Phillips was still playing on the team. And, Cardinal fans don't like Brandon Phillips because Brandon Phillips kicked Yachty in the chest. It's not why I like Brandon Phillips. I've always liked him.
That's a part of you.
No.
Yes.
But when they'd always boo Brandon, I had a Brandon Phillips jersey, so, I'd be clapping, and, I get some looks and then Yachty coming and I'd boo him, and, I actually got one people in front of me are you, do you just not, what's wrong with you? I'm and you gotta remember, I was 12 at the time. And, you don't like Yachty? I'm no. He's you from Cincinnati? I'm no. I'm actually from 30 minutes down the road. I just don't like you guys. And they turned around.
But nobody punched each other in the face.
Well, I was 12, so they probably would have went to jail. Or 12-year-old me would, just went, you know what I mean? Wasn't the first fight I would have been in. Probably not the last, but
Hey, at least it wasn't a gun getting brought into the game like the White Sox, but
yeah.
That's just the south side of Chicago.
Yeah, well, so back on the bicycle hold of Nick Chubb. I love Nick Chubb. He's my favorite player in the game. He's probably in my top 3 favorites in the game of football. Yeah, I don't think his career is going to continue. It was pretty gruesome. If he comes back, he's most likely not going to be the same. It's going to be at least
If
a year and
it
a
would have
half.
been the first time it happened,
Yeah.
but the second time, the same injury and the same knee
Yeah.
usually doesn't end well.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Nick. I think it's time to sell right now. But if you like big balling it, you think, you want to be on top of the game, maybe buy.
What's up with Monday night? We just need to cancel Monday Night Football. Well, that's 4 games.
Yeah.
That's 4 games. Of course, Chubb. You had Rodgers tear his Achilles. You had DeMar Hamlin die, basically. And then before that, it was some other quarterback got hurt. I don't remember who it was. Somebody else tore their ACL.
Yeah.
Monday night. It's Joe Buck and Troy.
Oh yeah, they're freaking drunk. Moving on to the next one. It's all football today. Mike Evans.
By Mike Evans. He's in the midst of a career year right now. Him and Baker have been great hooking up with each other. Mike Evans is probably going to be a Hall of Famer. He's not going to be a Buccaneer next year because they refuse to give him a contract, which is terrible on their part. But if he's able to go to a contender, win another Super Bowl, he already has along with Tom. He's a great wide receiver 1, still in his prime. Bye.
Yeah, I'm going buy. Statistically, Mike Evans has been one of the best receivers since he was a rookie. Which was what, 15? 16?
15.
Something like that. He's been one of the best wide receivers in the game, and he has never had a QB besides Tom Brady.
There's not very many wide receivers I'd say to buy.
Yeah.
Because most wide receivers, they have a few good years and then they just get out of their prime. But he's one of them. Of course, Devontae Adams being another one. Keenan Allen would be another one. Other than that, it's like
I'd say Justin Jefferson, but he's got a little ahead of him to go.
Yeah.
And then another one would probably be Garrett Wilson. I think he's going to be around for a long time. The kid's a special talent.
Well, it depends if they get a quarterback.
I mean, he did it with Mike White, too.
But now he has to do it with Zach Wilson.
He did it before Zach, though. I say give Zach some time. Give him 1 or 2 more games. He's got to get back into the rhythm. You got to remember, he hasn't played an NFL game, hardcore, since last year, about mid-season. So, he's got a whole new offense, too.
I have a bonus. Buy, sell, but it's buy. I don't tell you to buy defensive players. Buy Micah Parsons.
Yeah, that dude's an animal.
Micah Parsons may become the
Best
second defensive player to win MVP. The other one, of course, being Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
And you all know how good Lawrence Taylor is, but Micah Parsons he isn't snorting coke at halftime like Lawrence Taylor did.
But hey, he played like an animal, though.
Yeah.
He's literally a cocaine bale.
Yeah. But Micah Parsons is going to go down as one of the best defenders ever. He should easily win Defensive Player of the Year this year. It's either him or TJ Watt right now. TJ Watt's been amazing, too.
He's got 5 sacks already, don't he?
But Micah is unbelievably good.
He's an animal, dude. He's so fast. He's just a freak.
Just watching the game, and Tony Romo and Jim Nance would just be talking about him. And Tony would be like, "Watch Micah right here. Watch him." And next thing you know, he's in the backfield, sacking Zach. And it's like, no, you can't guard him.
He's so strong and fast. And did you see when he tackled him? He crawled like a dog.
Yeah.
That was freaking funny. He is a dog, dude. He's literally a dog. The dude's gonna be good. He plays for one of the most well-known teams, and I think he's a good buy. I mean, defensive players don't sell. Don't sell and don't hold value, but I mean, if you look at it, Lawrence Taylor does hold value. And Troy Polamalu holds a lot of value. Pittsburgh Steelers, very popular team. Micah Cowboys, very popular team. Micah Parsons, really good. Troy Polamalu, one of the greatest ever. I see the next Troy in the card market for a defense player. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Troy's expensive.
I've never looked up Troy cards.
He's very expensive.
I respect that he was good. I wasn't a big fan of Troy Polamalu.
I like his hail.
My favorite defensive player around that time was Ray Lewis.
He was an animal.
And he didn't care on or off the field.
No, but he was an animal. That Ravens team was just special. That defense was nasty. They had Ed Reed and all of them. You probably surprised I know that name, don't you?
Yeah.
That team was disgusting.
He did just get to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but like I watched them when they had Flacco and they won the Super Bowl. That team was good, man. And Flacco tobacco, you know. Overrated. Joe Flacco. But Allen and Ginter. I know this one, not this year's, but Allen and Ginter in general.
It's overrated.
Wow.
I'm gonna go overrated. I'm not a big fan of Allen and Ginter.
You don't like the Glizzy call?
It's different.
I like the difference. I think it's a different spin.
Actually, I'm gonna change it. It's underrated because every card is on card autos,
That's true.
and you're guaranteed to get.
At least one auto. It's usually one auto, 2 relics.
And it's gonna be a somewhat decent auto. You're not gonna get some like poopy dude that you don't know that you're gonna get in like Series 1 or something.
Like baseball player wise, you're gonna get a decent player auto. The worst one you're probably gonna get is a bad rookie pitcher. But the names of the people in the so-called, kind of like checklist of normal random people, there's some big autos in there. I mean, Tony Hawk was in a set a long time ago. I mean, Serena was in one a long time ago. They have some big names. They have Victor and all the football guys. And they have Lil Baby and Kevin Hahn. I mean, it's just loaded. And for $115 a box for 3 hits, and whip cards are really fun. I would love to pull a whip card. If you pull a whip card, you whipping it?
Yes.
Good. If you pull a whip card and you don't whip it, you have no balls. But I'm going underrated. It's one of my favorite sets of every year. I don't know how many boxes of Allen and Ginter on 22 I opened up. Was it 2 or 3 last year I opened up? And I pulled a Vlad Jr. auto.
I've never opened a hobby box.
It's still very fun. I'll have to tell you the weirdo people, because I know a lot of the weirdo people. So-called weirdo people. I think there's one in there that I really like that if you get, I'll have to take it. Maybe they got glizzy cards. This year, it's not like food cards, it's bullet cards. It's like eagles and everything like that.
I love birds.
People love bullets, actually.
Yeah.
So, that's all I got.
That's all I have as well. Thank you guys for listening. Of course, come back here next week. So we'll have more cardboard to talk about. Maybe I'll have some good pulls on Saturday. Probably won't, like last Saturday. But, yeah.
Can't really say much about, because the last 2 Saturdays have been pretty good.
I even bought cards the last, 2 Saturdays. I don't want to hear
You
it.
had an Adley auto.
Yeah, I did pull an Adley auto.
It's pretty good.
I love Adley.
It's better than when I pulled Shield. I pulled nothing.
Thanks. Are we talking to you? No.
Wax is a scam. It's a scam. Don't buy it.
Come back here next week. And as always, keep on collecting. Woo!